At Daryl Flood Relocation and Logistics, we're not just dependable, we're Daryl Flood dependable. Part of being Daryl Flood dependable means we help keep you well informed throughout your international relocation. For many people, the prospect of an international move is a new experience. While most of us have some experience moving from one house to another, or even from one city to another, it is important to understand the differences between a domestic move and an international move. There are 4 primary issues you should be aware of when planning for an international move. Differences in how your belongings are packed. The difference between ocean containers and domestic moving trailers. Specific country restrictions on what you are allowed to bring in your shipment. And transit times. The packing process for an international move is generally much more extensive than if you were moving domestically. The biggest difference is in how we pack your furniture and other large items. International moving requires us to pack your furniture in 1 or more layers of paper and cardboard protection. This process is known as export packing and offers a much greater level of protection for each individual item. In some cases, we may need to arrange special wooden crates for artwork or other high-value items. This process ensures your goods are well protected throughout the transit process, as well as customs inspection, unloading, and delivery into your new home abroad. Another big difference between domestic and international moving is that most international moves require the use of a steel shipping container. These containers come in standard sizes, usually as a 20-foot or 40-foot container. This is different from domestic moving in that most domestic moves utilize a 53-foot moving trailer that is both longer and taller than ocean containers. For example, a normal domestic moving trailer is equal to 4 20-foot containers or 2 40-foot containers. This may place some limits on the amount of belongings you take with you overseas. Most countries have their own set of rules and regulations regarding what you are allowed to bring with you. For example, many countries have restrictions on the importation of food and alcoholic beverages. In addition, most countries have restrictions on the importation of weapons, automobiles, and agricultural items such as plants and seeds. You need to make sure you are dealing with a reputable moving company that can give you accurate advice on this subject. Perhaps one of the biggest differences is in the amount of time it takes for your shipment to arrive at the destination country. For example, most moves from the United States to Europe take an average of 4 to 6 weeks. Shipments to Asia can often take 6 to 8 weeks. This has an impact on how much luggage you take with you, as well as the type of temporary accommodation you arrange while your shipment is in transit. The bottom line is that international moving requires a great deal of careful planning and consideration. The choice you make regarding your international moving company can have a big impact on the success of your move. That's why you need a dependable international relocation partner like Daryl Flood. We're not just dependable, we're Daryl Flood dependable.